around long after taking a finisher like that. This has been a real rocket bus of a match so far, Cole.
It has indeed, but I think this crowd would like to see these superstars pick up the pace a little bit.
What are you talking about? This is some classic old-school wrestling here. Picking your spots and waiting for your opportunities.
Now,
this is going to be cool, Cole.
modified swinging neckbreaker.
It's not easy maintaining this type of intensity week after week after week.
I'm Michael Cole alongside Taz, and we welcome you to Portland, Oregon. It's been a long time since we've come to Portland, and it's great to be back.
No doubt, Cole. Tonight, the Rose City's gonna get its face rocked, and I can't wait.
And neither can these fans. We better get started, or we might have a riot on our hands.
Watch it. He reversed it. Hey, the ref's got a tough job. I mean, trying to keep these superstars on the up and up, that's hard.
Well, it's easier to get some superstars to play by the rules than others.
Hey, you know what, Cole? If you're going to get on your high horse again and give us another lecture about playing fair, I swear to God, I'm going to throw up.
Is it so wrong to ask a superstar to play by the rules, Taz? That doesn't seem to be so unreasonable to me.
That's because you never competed in a match, Cole. If you did, you'd know that you gotta do whatever it takes to win. And if that means bending the rules a bit, well, then here's the pin. This could be it. When you see this level of competition, Cole, there is no doubt that Smackdown's just head and shoulders better than Raw.
I couldn't agree more, Taz. Raw has some incredible superstars, no question about it. But they just can't compete with Smackdown's finest.
Come on, Cole. I know you're just trying to be diplomatic, but you can't seriously sit there and say that there's anyone on the Raw roster you'd want to have here on Smackdown.
No, I'm 100% serious, Taz. Can you imagine having Triple H or Batista or Chris Jericho on Friday nights? That could take SmackDown to the next level.
He likes fighting dirty, and it's easy to see why. He's pretty good at it.
He certainly is, and I hope he's proud of himself. Personally, I find it disgusting. There's the pin. Can his opponent kick out?
I guess you got to give it up to Scotty. I never seen a superstar come back from so many beatings. You'd think that he'd just pack it in and call it a day.
That's not Scotty's style, Taz. He might not have the most impressive one-loss record, but he's got the heart of a champion.
These fans should really stop cheering Scotty on. They're only going to make him want to keep getting back in the ring, and that can't be good for his health.
I think the WWE fans are where Scotty draws. Great reversal! He wasted no time going for that pin. And there's the reversal.
This is completely off the hook, Cole.
We were expecting a solid match from these superstars, but this is even better than I hoped.
Wow, great reversal. You know, we've seen some pretty good back and forth action here, but you don't see too many matches end that way.
No, you don't. And I think we'll see one superstar dominate the match before it's over.
Let me tell you, Cole, I spoke to these superstars before the match, and I ain't never seen competitors more fired up and ready to get it on.
Judging from how this match has gone so far, Taz, I have no trouble believing that whatsoever. A textbook reversal. Can he follow up?
Thank you, Captain Obvious.
I just think it's unfortunate whenever a superstar decides to cheat to win. Rather, what's he doing now?
Oh, man, check it out. A bona-fide swinging neck breaker. Very, very cool.
1, 2.
Come on. That had to be 3.
He was one step ahead on that one. What's he doing here?
Looks like a DDT to me, Cole. Okay, yeah, great. That's just great. Now, why don't you quit showing off and get down to business here?
He is getting down to business. He's in the sports entertainment business, isn't he? What a reversal. We've seen this before. He'll do whatever it takes to win and take every advantage he can. And is that it? No, only a 2 count. I knew it was only a matter of time before we saw that. I don't like it, but as long as it wins matches, it's going to keep happening.
That's the bottom line, Cole. If you're not doing everything you can to win, then you're in the wrong game. He's looking for a big move here.
And that could be it. What a DDT!
You're not going to see action like this anywhere. He dodged that bullet.
It looks as if the damage may have been done here.
I think we're one submission move away from the end of this match.
He saw that one coming.
Someday, Cole, if you work hard at it, you might actually...
That reversal might stop his opponent's momentum dead.
Man, you talk about... Nice quick counter. It's obvious these superstars have studied each other real carefully. Whoa, look at that. He's bleeding like a stuck pig.
I can't tell if that's a cut or a broken nose, but either way, the referee might need to stop this fight.
The ref's not going to stop the match, Cole. It's just a little blood. Come on, be a man, will you? These superstars are on fire tonight.
They sure are, and I don't think they're going to be put out anytime soon.
You feel like a real jerk when somebody counters you like that.
The pride in the hearts of these competitors might be the only thing that's keeping them going.
And pride's a powerful emotion. But when you just plain run out of gas, there's nothing in the world that can keep you going.
Well, it doesn't look like they're running on empty quite yet, but you never know when that could change. He anticipated that move perfectly. I don't know where Carlito gets off telling people how cool he is. I certainly don't see anything cool about him.
Well, of course you don't, girl pants. You gotta be cool to see cool. You hear that? And that... There's the reversal, Cole.
These superstars certainly aren't going easy on each other tonight. They sure are giving the fans their money's worth.
No doubt, Cole. These WWE superstars put their bodies on the line night after night.
And the fans sell out these arenas night after night, Taz. Sounds like a pretty fair trade to me.
These superstars have been going hard all match.
They sure have. And that's where the superb conditioning of the WWE superstars comes into play.
No doubt, Cole. There ain't no way you're gonna win a match if you're out of gas 2 minutes into it.
You can say that again. I've seen matches won and lost simply because one superstar was able to outlast their opponent.
It's crazy to think we actually get paid to do a job like this. There's thousands of people out there who would do this for free.
Really? Maybe I should look into that. I could get a better broadcast partner and save the company some money at the same time.
Keep it up, Cole. Keep it up. And you're going to find out how tough this job really is when your jaw gets wide shut. This is one hell of a performance by some amazing superstars, Cole.
What did you expect, Taz? This is Smackdown, after all, the #1 brand in sports entertainment.
Look at these superstars go. It's obvious they've done their homework on each other.
That's for sure. This match might have been over by now if they hadn't.
90% of a match is in the preparation, Cole. You gotta come ready for the battle.
I can't believe he hasn't given up yet.
It's not gonna last much longer, I'm telling you. He's hurting bad.
How much can these superstars possibly have left?
They got as much left as it takes, Cole. Trust me, you get in that ring and you find out you got reserves you never knew you had.
I can imagine. Nothing pushes you to the limit quite like a WWE match.
He slipped out of that one. I think they're slowing their pace down a little bit, Cole, and that's a good way to refocus your energy, but you also give your opponent time to recover. That's not good.
It certainly isn't. But if you try to rush things, you could wind up making a critical mistake that could cost you the match. Nice reversal.
Man, I almost feel bad for JR and King, Cole. When's the last time you think they...
He's going for the pin.
1, 2.
These superstars are beating the living hell out of each other, and these fans are eating it up.
It's what they came to see, Taz, and these superstars are making sure they don't go home disappointed.
This ain't about winning or losing anymore, Cole. Man, his opponent looked like a punk with that.
Look at this, Taz. This could be it.
Good night, Irene. Nobody sticks around long after taking a finisher like that. This has been a real rocket bus of a match so far, Cole.
It has indeed. But I think this crowd would like to see these superstars pick up the pace a little bit.
What are you talking about? This is some classic old-school wrestling here. Picking your spots and waiting for your opportunities. And I think these superstars are going to keep it up until they've got literally nothing left to give.
And that's the attitude you have to take to win. You know that your opponent isn't going to hold anything back, and you can't afford to either.
I'd love to know where you're coming up with this stuff, Cole. Because it's sure not from personal experience, I know that. That was a textbook reversal.
Why do they keep so many dangerous weapons under the ring? Those things can cause serious injuries.
Well, if they didn't want him using the chair like that, they shouldn't have left it lying around. I can't remember the last time I seen a crowd so pumped up.
I know what you mean, partner. These superstars have really brought the fans to life here tonight.
He's putting that ring bell to good use right here, Cole. superstars. You can't ask for a better example of what makes Smackdown so great.
You sure can. Smackdown's got the greatest superstars and the greatest matches for the greatest fans in all of sports entertainment.
And there's the counter, Cole.
There's the cover. Can he do it?
Boy, I'll tell you, this is not the way I thought this match was going to go at all.
And that's what makes the WWE so exciting. The unpredictability of the superstars. You never quite know.
Here it comes, look out!
Oh man, many a superstar has fallen prey to that finishing maneuver. I think we might be looking at the future of the WWE in this ring tonight.
Wouldn't surprise me one bit, Cole. This is a great match, and the fans are way into it.
And that's what really matters. If the WWE fans aren't happy, they'll let you know it.
It's so great seeing these athletes compete here tonight. I had a feeling they were going to wind up against each other sooner or later.
There were times when it seemed like it wasn't going to happen, but I can't tell you how glad I am that it did.
That's for sure. You know, anytime you throw these kind of combustible elements into a match, you're guaranteed to get a hell of a show.
And that's exactly what we're seeing here tonight.
Looks like that.
What a counter that was!
Well, it looks like they're slowing the pace down a little bit here. That might not be such a good move, in my opinion.
Well, come on. You just can't keep going non-stop. That's a good way to wear yourself out and make a critical mistake.
No, but you can't give the opponent any time to recover, neither. You gotta stay on them and wear them down.
But what about picking your spot? If you try to execute a badly timed move just because you want to stay on offense, that could have a disastrous result.
I'll tell you what, Cole. Let me talk about what it's like to be in a match like this, and you can cover what it's like to whiten your teeth. Deal? I think this proves without a doubt why SmackDown's the dominant brand in sports entertainment.
I can't help but agree, partner. You won't see action like this on Raw.
Yeah, and even if you did, you'd have to listen to a couple of yahoos jabbering about puppies and government mules and scolded dogs. I'll tell you, it's like a damn zoo over there. You look at any other sport in the world, and you won't find a single athlete that can compare with a WWE superstar.
And there's a reason for that, Taz. There are no off-seasons here in the WWE. If you're a superstar, you're performing every week of the year.
And we're not talking about just swinging a bat or kicking a ball, neither. WWE is the most physical competition you can be part of, hands down. You know, you can't take a beating like this and expect to win the match, Cole. I don't think this is going to last much longer.
I certainly don't envy the referee in this match.
No kidding. No matter what call you make, you're going to get on the bad side of at least one superstar.
And that's about the last place you want to be if you're not a superstar yourself. Trust me, I know.
I'll tell you, as long as these superstars have...
Submission hold locked in. We may see a tap out right here.
And even if you can't make your opponent tap out, this will take a lot of fight out of him. On the mat, shoulders down. This could be it. These superstars have been pounding the hell out of each other, and now we're starting to see the effects of that. I don't think this is just a match anymore, Cole. This is getting personal.
Well, what do you expect? They've been beating the hell out of each other all match.
Yeah, but it's more than that, Cole. I don't think they look at each other the same way after this one. These superstars give everything they got when they're in a match like this. But a lot of people don't realize what they sacrifice behind the scenes also.
No question. If you want to make it in the WWE, you've got to sacrifice just about everything for your career. It has to be as important to you as anything else in your life.
Cole, what you got to realize, to make it in the WWE, this is not a job. This is a lifestyle. That's why you see so much passion for what they do in the ring.
And that's something you won't see anywhere else. With all due respect to every athlete and entertainer out there, no one gives as much of themselves to their fans as the WWE. Oh my God! Look at the blood just pouring down his face.
Ha! I love it when these superstars just go in there and beat the holy high hell out of each other.
I don't know that I'd agree with that, Taz. I hate to see a superstar risk a serious injury like this.
This one's gonna keep on going until someone can't go anymore.
And considering the conditioning of these athletes, that could be quite a while from now.
This is gonna be cool, Cole.
Modified swinging neckbreaker.
One. Two.
It's not easy maintaining this type of intensity week after week after week, Cole. Trust me.
I don't doubt it, Taz. The WWE superstars don't get an off-season. They compete every week until they're not physically capable of continuing.
7. 8. 9.
I wonder if we're going to see anything this good on Raw next Monday, Cole.
Come on, Taz. I think we both know the answer to that one.
He smells blood in the water, Cole. He's going straight for the submission.
And this could prove to be a decisive moment in this match.
You never know what to expect from these superstars, Cole. I mean, this could be over in 60 seconds or 60 minutes.
Well, it wouldn't break my heart if they went for an hour, Taz. I'm really enjoying this match.
Man, even if you end up winning a match like this, you're going to be feeling it for the next week.
Yes, but that's the case if you lose as well. And having to deal with emotional as well as physical pain is that much worse.
Emotional? What the hell are you talking about?
Well, I've been in the locker room after a match and seen the superstars who don't get their hands raised. You can literally feel the disappointment radiating off them. It's not a pretty sight. I hope this isn't the last time we see these superstars face off.
You're not going to hear me say this much, Cole, but I definitely agree with you. This has all the makings of a nice, long feud.
I don't know how nice it is, but there are certainly some issues between these superstars, and I think this match might only exasperate them.
Jeez, Cole, watch your language, will you? It's a family show.
I said exasperate. Not, oh, never mind. Oh, no. I don't like where this is going.
Oh, he just got all of that modified swinging neck breaker.
1. 2.
Victory means
3.
absolutely everything to these competitors tonight.
4.
Thank you, Captain Obvious. You got any others like, I don't know, nobody wants to lose? Or how about this
6.
one? The superstar who beats their opponent will be the winner.
How about Taz should spend more time calling the match and less time cutting down his broadcast partner? He's climbing the turnbuckle. Will this pay off?
Man, there's a lot of blood, sweat, and tears shed in that ring over the years.
And if these superstars have their way, there's going to be a lot more shed here tonight.
There's the submission hold. I've seen a lot of superstars tap out to this one, Cole.
You and me both, partner, and we might be about to see another one right here.
No, I know I say this a lot. Check it out, Cole. This is gonna be cool.
A modified swinging neck breaker. What an incredible move.
1, 2, 3.
Well, there you have it, Cole. He did it.
That was a hard-fought battle, but in the end, only one superstar could pick up the win. Here's
And
your
you can't say he
winner,
didn't earn it, Cole. I mean, come on. He got the free count, and that's all that matters.
I can't argue with that, Taz. The referee counted the pin and called for the bell. You can't ask for a more decisive victory than that.